Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and to this week's memory plan with me. This week we are planning February 24th to March 1st. Yes, it's the 19th of March as I'm doing this voiceover, but we're slowly catching up. I'm only 2 weeks behind now, guys. So here I am at the moment. I'm just taking you through the kit. So the kit is from Scribble Prints Co. It is beautiful. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it may have been a mystery kit, but I don't remember, and I can't actually see the fine print on the kit at this point, but I'm pretty certain that it was a mystery kit. I don't know what it was about this kit, but I absolutely adore, you'll see me just there, I actually had incorporated some washi from another kit. When I put it away, I'd accidentally put it in with this kit. And then I realized as I was like showing you guys the kit, and I was like, you don't belong here. So, as I was saying, mystery kit, loving the colors. At the end of the spread, I did realize that I probably should have split the washi. So in a minute, you'll see me lay down the bottom washi and I sort of leave it intact. And as beautiful as it is, I think that the end result, it basically shows or proves to be too light in contrast to the kit, but still pretty. I did choose to bring in silver foil to the kit this week. I don't know why. I think just because of the soft tones of the kit, I decided that silver would probably be the best fit. But yes, I was going to do hollow, but the biggest problem with hollow, being my favorite foil, you would think that I would have like a massive big stash of it, but I don't. It's actually the foil that I have the least of. Like I even have more rose gold than I do hollow foil. So definitely need to stock up on that, and definitely need to start using it more. But for now, we will use silver. Well, actually, it's funny because I don't actually have all that much silver left either. So when I'm laying down full boxes and things like this, overlays, I actually realized that. So I had to basically scrounge around for whatever I could find that was silver to complement the kit. Now, as for the plans for this week, oh, by the way, loving this kit. The artwork, it's kind of like very, I don't know how you would describe it. Dreamy, magical, celestial. I don't know, it's just really, really pretty, and you'll see it all come together at the end. I did have a tough time choosing between the boxes, again, as always. You guys know that that's a problem for me. But overall, I'm happy with my choices. I wish I could have used everything, but alas, we cannot. I did try to the best of my ability, I tried to use as much from the kit as I could. I'm sitting here filming this voiceover at my coffee table, and my little Buddy, for anyone who knows Buddy, he's my little French bulldog. He's standing at the door because he's outside, because they're outside while I record this, and he's just staring at me through the door. Hi, bud. Hello. Can anyone tell me why? Anyone who has dogs, maybe not even dogs, anyone who has a pet, do you find yourself talking to them in baby voices? I don't know why, and I feel like I've read stuff to say that you shouldn't do that, but whenever I talk to my dogs, I talk in a baby voice. Does anyone else do that, or am I alone? Okay, let's get into the plans, let's get into the stickers. So I'm still working my way through the full boxes. I feel like laying down the full boxes is like most of my video. But let's see. So in terms of the foundations of the kit, all Scribble Prints. I overlay a quote in the top left corner that is also from Scribble Prints. I didn't have to bring in extra functional boxes or anything like that. I didn't bring in date dots at this time, but I will later on. And that's in terms of and then the overlays that I use throughout, I use a combination of Arctic Paper Studio, Monique Plans, and I think the Sticky Committee, and possibly Rose Color Days. I honestly can't remember. I just kind of had them all like tucked away on a sheet, and I just, whatever was silver, I used it. Okay, so I'm just having a look at my plans. I don't have my planner in front of me, but I have the photo of like the finalized spread. I'm just having a look to see if I did anything interesting this week, because I honestly cannot remember. Monday was pretty boring. Monday, I've just put down your regular stuff. So, as per usual, my favorites, I put down a coffee cup from Let's try that again. I put down a coffee cup from Scribble Prints Co. And then I paired that with a script from Arctic Paper Studio. I then obviously go on to mark work. And then you will see throughout this spread that I use Once More with Love munchkins, all different states, to basically mark something really frustrating that went on at work. So let's not talk about current state, but since September of last year, I have been part of what they call a projects testing team. The project testing team that I was a part of is basically, we're launching a new software database. So we're launching a new database for our clients where we store all their information, their accounts, those sorts of things. There's nothing wrong with our current one. It just is not aesthetically pleasing, but it's what we're used to, and it's what works. As a business, my work has decided to pay God knows how many hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars to upgrade the system so that it's more aesthetically pleasing, but in my opinion, less functional. So basically, my job within the projects testing team was that I had to test all different scenarios, like scenarios that I would come across on a daily basis, and test them within the new environment to see if the new environment is practical and to see if there was any errors. The new software was meant to launch, or the upgrade rather, was meant to launch in November. It was postponed because there was too many errors. Obviously then we had Christmas, New Year, had to come back and settle in. And now they've moved the launch date to not this weekend, the week of the weekend that I'm filming. Voiceovering, but the one after. So the go live date would be the 30th of March. So naturally, they needed people to test scenarios again. So this particular week, as you will see, every time you see a Once More with Love munchkin underneath a work label, that is to denote how many times I got called upon to do testing. Now, bear in mind, I have a regular job to deal with that is very numbers heavy, very statistics based. If you don't meet the statistics, if your adherence is bad, you get performance managed. When I was testing in the previous, end of last year, they actually had a meeting room aside for us where we would go into the meeting room and we just tested for a week straight. It was boring, it was monotonous, but it was practical. Now, I've been testing at the drop of a hat via an email. So I'll be midway through an urgent client application that needs an urgent outcome, and I would get an email from the projects team saying, can you please test this? To test that, I'm looking at minimum half an hour out of my day. There were a couple of days where I actually 2 or 3 hours of my day was gone just testing. So naturally, I got a little bit frustrated by this. It was even worse that the person who was running the projects wouldn't even approach me in person. She would actually email me. Not a phone call, nothing in person. She would just email me. And by the end of it, because I was so paranoid about my statistics, because I was just fed up with doing this testing, the same exact scenarios that I'd tested the year before, that still weren't working, and I was just getting angrier and angrier and angrier. So, that will explain, because you'll notice that wherever you see a little munchkin, there's no script. I'm going to get some scripts made up. Because I tested that much, I'm going to get some scripts made up. So you'll basically just see a little munchkin with a side eye or an odd expression. That is to denote testing. And you will see that it was 4 of 5 of the working days of this week. Anywho, on Monday, I then also marked uploading. So I've used a Celebo Sticker Co script, and I didn't pair that. I placed that on top of a flat lay from Oscar and Lou, which is a Hobonichi, like an open Hobonichi, and I thought that was perfect because I uploaded my Metro City Girl plan with me. That is all I did on that day. I then just marked down my shows, so maths and home and away. And then moving on to Tuesday, we've got the same again. So we have work, we have cranky emoji. I always get Once More with Love and Coffee Monsters Co. confused. So let's try it again. You have your Once More with Love munchkin. And then you'll also see, I don't think I wrote this in either because again, I want to get some scripts made. You'll see a little fox and cactus girl there. And that is basically to mark that I started becoming really anxious because of this testing, because of the not knowing when a test might come, because I was worried about my statistics and my performance. I started getting really anxious. Like I was coming to work, I was shaky and jittery, I was cranky, like I just wasn't myself. So I used a little fox and cactus girl to mark that in. Moving on to Tuesday afternoon, I know that you haven't seen the stickers yet, guys, but I feel like this is kind of the only way I can talk through like what happened that week and the stickers. So when I get to Tuesday evening, you will see me lay down a little munchkin. Actually a munchkin. Wow, no it's not. Whenever I film like a chatty plan with me, or whenever I do a voice, like I can't speak. My brain doesn't work. Let's try again. You will see that I laid down a little emoji from Coffee Monsters Co. to mark that I posted on Instagram that night. I have been so impressed with my efforts on Instagram lately. So thoroughly impressed. For anyone who doesn't follow me, hit me up, Mellow Plants. And then I basically go on to mark that I edited that night. So I've used a little Kinsey's Creation script and an icon from the kit. And then I just lastly marked in my shows for the day. Moving on to Wednesday, we have more of the same. Forgive me, guys. I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten all day. I've been dealing with IT all day. Today being March 19th. But I'll explain that when I actually get to the plan with me for this week. I'm so hungry, so I'm eating popcorn. Yeah, so more of the same on Wednesday. We've got another munchkin. We've got another anxious fox and cactus girl. We've got an emoji to mark that I needed more coffee because I was exhausted. When I got home, I took a nap, so I marked that in with a little character sticker from Every Minute a Story, I think it is. I feel like I always get their name wrong. I also just realised that I didn't actually mark that consecutively because underneath that I go on to mark that I got petrol. Should be the other way around. And then I also marked in, I did my first ever Washy Wednesday post, and in saying that I was so excited to do it, but then I haven't done one since. My bad. And then TV shows. So very repetitive, predictable week this week. Moving on to Thursday, it was the same thing. So we've got work, cranky munchkin. We have a little emoji there to mark a busy day. I did a marshmallow studio order, and then I uploaded a haul. And that is a flat lay from Celebo Sticker Co. along with a script from Celebo Sticker Co. Friday, again, much of the same. I had work. It was an okay day. I did some editing when I got home, just using that same Kinsey's Creation script and a Fox and Cactus Girl. I then did a bit of YouTube watching, so I paired that icon from Celebo Sticker Co. with a script from Monique Plans. I then also marked in with a little sticker from the kit that I did a bit of relaxing, by which I mean watched the YouTube videos and then just chilled out on the couch. And then you will see that I mark in Batman vs Superman with a little Planet Goddess Studio popcorn sticker. Oh, I feel like I've spoken about this before. Why does it feel like I've spoken to you about that movie before? Maybe I have. Anyway, really, really boring. So boring. So I'm not going to go on about that. It was just, I didn't like it. And that was pretty much it. And then on Saturday, again, another Monique plans script with a planner, got a studio laptop to mark watching YouTube. Another little sticker from the kit there to mark having a nap. I've then got a little envelope sticker from Fox and Cactus to mark that I had an argument with Australia Post. Why? Because I have a parcel locker, and my parcel locker, I've just had all sorts of issues with the post office that holds the parcel locker. Basically what happens is my parcel locker is somewhere where my husband drives past after work. So if ever I get a delivery there that I know is too big or I need to sign for, I get it delivered to the parcel locker to make it easier. So hubby will pick that up on the way home from work. Excuse me, yes, still recovering. And basically I get a code SMS to me. So I just send him the code, he goes to the locker, he picks up the package, and we're done. This particular night, being the Friday night, he'd gone to collect the package. The machine was broken, the door was jammed, so it was saying that the door was open, but he couldn't get it open. And then when he tried to get it open, it recognized itself as being shut. So it locked the package in there. I got an email to say that the package had been collected, which it had not. I went on the online chat with Australia Post. They said, sorry, there's nothing we can do. I said, look, can you redirect it to my mother-in-law's house? Can you send it somewhere? They said no. So can you put it back in the locker? They said no. Basically said that they can't rescan the code. It will basically just sit in the locker. And then in 2 days' time, we'll be back in the exact same situation. They said I could send someone else to pick it up. Not a problem. After much debating and them basically saying no, nothing else can be done. If you can't come in, you have to send someone in. Fast forward to the Saturday. My husband went in with a signed piece of paper from myself. He took my passport of all documents. So, if someone gets done stealing a passport, it's against the law, pretty much. And got to the counter. The guy said, no, you can't collect it. My husband argued. He said, look, my wife's spoken to somebody there. They told her that she could have someone collect it. The manager, I'm assuming he's the manager of the post office because I've had issues with him before. Very arrogant, very rude, very non-helpful. And he just said, no, it's not happening. I don't care what you tell me, it's not happening. So I jumped straight back online and I spoke to someone else who apologized for the inconvenience. She was great. She was fantastic. But she basically said, look, he should have allowed your husband to pick it up. It shouldn't have been an issue. However, let's try and fix it. We can't put it back in the locker. That's fact. We cannot redirect it because it's considered tampering with mail. That's a fact. She said, can I redirect it to another post office? So I just got it shipped to my nearest post office, which was fine. But long story short, don't get a parcel locker. It's not worth the hassle. And in all fairness, I probably should get rid of the parcel locker because it's not proving practical. So that's basically just to mark in that I had an argument with Australia Post. I then have another little emoji there to mark an Insta post. And I know that they're wedding rings, guys, but I used those wedding rings. Again, we're not quite there. We're almost there. To denote an engagement party we went to. It's not an engagement ring. I know that I have an engagement ring sticker somewhere, but I couldn't find it. So I just used the wedding rings from Sticker Thief to mark in that we went to my husband's friend Liam and his future wife Caitlin's engagement party. And then afterwards, because they didn't really have much vegetarian food and I'm a vegetarian, we did a Macca's drive-thru, so I've marked that in with a little fox and cactus girl. And then on to Sunday, I've used a little Harriet Wright Designs sticker to mark Welcoming March. I've used a fox and cactus camera with a Stella Bow sticker code script to mark filming. I've used an Arctic Paper Studio script with a fox and cactus girl just to mark that I had a lazy day. And then on Sunday evening, I've used an icon from the kit as well as a Stella Bow script to mark uploading. I also did a face mask that night, which I'm trying to do a little bit more. I feel like I don't do that sort of stuff enough. So I've used that to mark doing a face mask that night. And then the last thing that I marked on Sunday was maths. I'm devastated that maths is over. What the heck am I going to watch on TV now, guys? I honestly don't know. Again, it's not over yet. It won't be over until I'm thinking that they're going to have the reunion on Sunday. And then they're going to have the final vows on Monday. So it'll be over on Monday, which is not this week, but the week after I'm filming this voice recording. But yes, I'm going to be devastated. And I just smacked my lips 25,000 times. Anywho, guys, we are coming to the end of the video. Like I said, not a very eventful week. I don't think they are going to be very eventful for a while, particularly with the whole coronavirus and self-isolation and don't go here, don't go to the movies, don't kiss, don't touch, don't breathe. It's going to be a tough time, not going to lie. Not overly excited about it. My planner plans will pick up a little bit just around that and work and the preparations work and making for that. But yeah, new era. Definitely got to mark this whole coronavirus thing in my planner because in 5, 10, 20 years time, we're going to look back on this and go, hey, remember that time everyone got coronavirus and had to be locked at home? Again, not making light of a terrible situation, but here we are. If you don't laugh, you'll cry, so they say. Anyway, guys, actually finishing up the last of the spread now, and as per usual, I'm obviously going to zoom out, do a little bit of a wiggle for you guys, show you through the kit leftovers. It's a mystery kit, which is an ultimate kit, and from Scribble Prints Co., the ultimate kits are so incredibly generous, so even though I used a whole bunch of stickers, I'm still left with an awful lot. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you all in the next one. Bye for now.